show will have you in stitches, even if you're not Frankenstein's monster. Stay tuned as the Riverside Township Radio Players present the Baby Snooks classic, The Day After Halloween, starring Donna Amesmeyer as Baby Snooks.
This is the CBS Broadcasting System.
J-E-L-L-O spells Jell-O. Jell-O and those 6 delicious flavors. Jell-O puddings for old-fashioned homey goodness brings you Baby Snooks. Yes, it's the Baby Snooks Show, starring Fanny Bryce's Baby Snooks with Andy Stafford as Daddy, Carmen Dragon and his orchestra, and yours truly, Arlo Wilcox, and brought to you each week by Jell-O and Jell-O Puddings. Well, I guess I don't have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that last night was Halloween. I don't know what you did, but here's what happened in the Higgins home. The family was just finishing dinner.
Mommy, please, can I go?
No, you may not. Snooks, I told you a dozen times you can't go out tonight.
But it's Halloween.
I know it. That's why you're staying home, so you can't get into any trouble.
But all the kids will be out.
Snooks, you heard your mother. The subject is closed.
Can't you open it just a little tiny bit?
No, tonight of all nights, I want to spend a quiet, restful evening.
Why?
Because there's a doctor coming over at 9 o'clock. He's going to examine me for insurance.
Do you think you'll find any?
Very funny.
More chocolate cake, Lancelot.
No thanks, dear. Not with the doctor coming. At my age, it doesn't pay to stuff myself.
I want some chocolate cake.
Snooks, you've already had 3 pieces. And do you really want some more?
Yeah, at my age it don't make any difference.
Yes, I think I'll go in the other room and lie down. I've had a hard day. I'd like to relax a little before the doctor gets here.
Go ahead, dear. I'll clear off the
Oh boy, that couch looks good.
Daddy,
What is it?
you have a promise to stay in front of the house?
No.
Please.
No.
Oh.
Now please leave me alone. I'm gonna take a nap.
But it's Halloween outside.
It's Halloween inside too. And now you won't get into any trouble inside. Now I want no further discussion on the subject. Yep. This couch was the best investment I ever made. I could sleep for a week. My nerves can only let go. Hope it doesn't show up in my blood pressure. Now, what's the big idea, Snooks?
I put on my Halloween mask. Ain't it pretty?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, can't you go away and let me sleep? The doctor will be here in an hour. Perhaps you don't understand the importance of this.
Perhaps I don't.
Well, it's not myself I'm doing this for. It's for you and the family. Insurance is protection. If anything happens to me, you'll get a lot of money.
How much?
Oh, maybe $10,000.
Daddy,
What?
can I have a dime?
disturb.
Well, what could happen?
Oh, why, hundreds of things. And there's a different type of policy to cover each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's life, health, accident. Why, even you could get your finger insured.
My little finger?
Yes, why yes. Suppose you lost your finger.
Oh, how could I lose it? It's stuck on to me.
I didn't mean you'd leave it lying around somewhere. But suppose you accidentally cut off your finger. What would happen?
I could only count up to 9?
No. You would collect on it. Let's say it's my finger.
Yeah.
If it should happen to get cut off, the company would pay $1,000.
$1,000 for your little finger?
Yes, sir.
Let's cut it off.
Snooks, please go away and let me sleep. My blood pressure's bad enough.
Oh, can't the doctor fix it, Daddy?
This doctor isn't coming here to fix things. He's coming here to look me over. Whatever he finds wrong, he'll report to the company about it.
Oh, I don't like that doctor.
Why not?
He's a snitch.
He's not a snitch.
He is too. He's a dirty old, dirty old snitch.
Oh, Snooks, for the love of heaven, leave me alone. Go away.
Where?
Anywhere.
All right. I'll go outside.
No, you don't. No. Go someplace else in the house. I'm trying to take a nap.
I want to take a nap.
Well, now, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose you run up to your room upstairs and lie down.
No, I want to lie next to you on the couch.
Oh, you can't.
I want to lie next to you on the couch.
Oh, all right. I suppose it's the only way I can get some rest. Now, come on. Lie here next to Daddy and go to sleep.
All right. Good night, little Daddy.
Good night.
Daddy.
Yes.
I think I got insomnia.
Well, just lie here quietly and don't disturb me.
All right. Daddy.
What is it?
What's insomnia?
Listen, Snooks. If you can't fall asleep, count sheep.
Little woolly sheep
Yes.
with big brown eyes?
Yes.
I don't like sheep.
Well, count kangaroos jumping over a fence.
I like kangaroos better.
Okay. Good.
11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25.
All right. Let's have it. What happened to 14, 19, and 23?
They tripped.
That settles it, Snooks. If I hear one more peep out of you, I'm gonna take my belt off. And you know what'll happen then.
Mm-hmm. Your pants will fall down.
No, I'll give you a tanning, that's what. Now, either you let me take a nap or suffer the consequences.
But Daddy.
Not a sound.
But Daddy, I just want to.
Now you heard me.
No.
Don't even open your mouth. I could get more rest in a boiler factory. Oh, just to close my eyes for 15 minutes. Oh, for Pete's sake.
I didn't do it.
Well, go and see who it is.
All right. Hi, Snook. Oh, hello, Phoebe. Can you come out for Halloween? Shh, not so loud, Phoebe. Daddy's asleep on the sofa. Oh, but all the cats are outside. Why don't you ask him? I did ask him. He won't let me. Shall I ask him? No, you'll wake him up. Can't you see he's asleep? Well, what's he doing sleeping so early? Well, he's waiting for a man to come and see him. About what? About cutting off his little finger. Gee, he don't snore like my daddy does. No, sometimes he snores. Sometimes he even whistles. Does he talk in his sleep too? Yeah. Does yours? No, that's what makes the mother so mad. He just mumbles.
You two kids jammering in my ears?
Phoebe wanted to wake you up, but I wouldn't do it. I just wanted to know if Snooks could come out, Mr. Higgins. It's Halloween and...
All right. Go ahead. Shoot, the both of you. Get out of the house.
Come on, Snooks, before he changes it tonight. All right. Bye, Daddy.
I should have done that an hour ago. Maybe I've gotten some rest. I'm so wide awake, my nerves are screaming.
Lancelot, was that you yelling?
Yes, my defenses just collapsed. I held out as long as I could, but I'm only human.
What do you mean?
I let Snooks go out.
Oh well, it is Halloween after all. Maybe it's for the best.
It's not for the best. Every Halloween it's the same thing. Life and property aren't worth 2 cents with those kids chasing around the streets.
Well, what do you plan to do about it? Eliminate the holiday?
No, but I can teach our daughter a lesson. You see this mask I'm wearing?
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Great. Well, maybe the mask isn't so bad, but when I put on these false tusks,
Oh, Lancelot, that's horrible.
pretty frightening, isn't it? Well, you wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Where are you going?
Well, to teach those kids a lesson. I'll give them such a stare they'll never want to go out on Halloween again.
Come on, Snooks. Whose doorbell shall we ring first? Well, let's ring this one right here. Okay, put on your makeup and I'll sit on my broom. Go ahead, ring it. I did. Someone's coming. Trick or treat, trick or treat.
Well, if it isn't my 2 little goblins on the doorstep.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
What's this trick-or-treat business?
Well, you gotta treat us to something or we'll play a trick out. Yeah.
You know, I sort of suspected this would happen tonight. So I've got a treat all ready for you. Come on inside. Here it is, kids, right on the table.
Whoa, boy! Orange Jello with cream and little pieces of fruit inside.
Ah, that's a Jello Halloween special. Snooks, that looks just like a dish of sunshine all dressed up, doesn't it? And just taste that wonderful flavor. But hey, don't eat so fast. That's the famous locked-in Jello flavor, you know. Sealed in by a special process, so it's safe and sound until your first big spoonful. Makes you think of the real ripe fruit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm, doesn't it?
You know, I can't think of anything I like better than a dish of Jello, can you?
Yeah, another dish.
Well, I'm afraid that'll have to do for now. When the sugar shortage is over and there's lots of Jello again, you can come around and I'll give you all 6 dishes. 1 of each of the 6 delicious Jello flavors. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. How's that?
Whoa, boy!
And now, if you 2 goblins have finished gobbling, just put a mark on my door and leave me alone for the rest of the night, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Wilcox. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, kids. Happy Halloween.
Well, who's next? Now let's try the house on the corner. Okay, come on.
Hello, Snooks. Hiya, Phoebe.
Who are you?
It's me, Roger.
Oh,
You didn't recognize me with this pumpkin on my head, did you?
gee, is that a real pumpkin?
Sure.
Ain't it uncomfortable?
Well, it was a little warm at first, but it's better now that I put the candles out. Hey, come on. Let's go down to the drugstore and see what we can get.
Yeah, swell.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I saw something move behind that tree.
It looks like a man. No, it's an animal. It's got big, long teeth sticking out of its mouth. Oh, I'm scared. Here it comes. Run for your life.
Little children should be home in bed. That ought to teach them.
Hey, what's the big idea, bud? kids.
Look, friend, I suggest you mind your own business. One of those kids happens to be my daughter.
Well, one of those kids happens to be my son. I don't like any overgrown ape with false tusks running around and scaring.
I did it for their own good. Every Halloween those kids go out and get into trouble. Besides, I don't like your attitude.
Oh, you don't, huh?
No,
Say that again.
I don't like your attitude.
Next time, try scaring somebody your own size. So long.
Oh, what's this? Yikes! My teeth! My teeth! Oh, those are false ones.
Hello, Daddy. What you lying in the gutter for?
I tripped and fell down.
Gee, that's funny.
What's funny about it?
Well, you must have tripped just when that man hit you.
You tell me something. Who was that man?
Well, that was Mr. Hopkins, Roger's father.
Where does he live?
Right on the corner. Why?
Never mind. Come on. The man who punches your father does so at his own risk.
Well, why didn't you sock him back?
Because I've got a brain in my head, that's why. Suppose I did punch him back. With the tremendous power I generate, I could have easily broken my hand. 9 chances out of 10, the hand wouldn't have healed straight.
Uh-huh.
And there I am, faced with the prospect of never playing the piano again.
Oh. But Daddy,
What?
you don't know how to play the piano.
Mind your own business. Pick up that rock.
All right. Here. What you writing?
Oh, just a little note.
A little note?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a scare into that bully. Now, do you see the window in Hopkins' living room?
Uh-huh.
Okay, the one that's open?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, I take the rock, thusly, and I attach the note with the rubber band, thusly, and I draw back my arm, thusly, and with uncanny accuracy, I toss it through the open window.
Thusly.
Guess my aim isn't as good as it used to be. Come on, let's go home.
That was fun, Daddy.
Yeah, don't say anything about it to your mother. Well, come on. Let's just sit in the living room as though nothing happened.
What did it say, Daddy?
What?
In the note you tied to the rock.
Oh, I just thought I'd worry him a bit. He won't figure out what that was out in a hurry. All the note said was, guess who?
That's a good one, Daddy.
Yes, it was pretty clever. What was that?
It's a rock. It came through the window. And there's a note on it.
What does the note say?
It says, boo.
Aha. Wants to play. Does he? Well, 2 can play at this game.
Can 3 play?
Yes. Come on.
Lancelot, what happened? What was that? Good heavens, who broke the window?
Vandals, Vera. Irresponsible hoodlums. A law-abiding citizen like me hasn't a chance on Halloween.
Where are you going now?
Out to chase him away. Let's go, Snooks. Shh. Now quiet, Snooks. Inch your way forward a little.
Daddy,
What?
I'm tired of crawling on my stomach.
This is the way they do it in the army. If you don't want to be seen, you crawl forward on your stomach.
Yeah, but not down the middle of the sidewalk.
The idea is that we don't want them to see us in front of the house.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know yet. Hopkins wants to use this gate tomorrow morning, he's gonna have to climb up on the garage to do it.
You're so smart, Daddy.
You can say that again.
You're so smart.
Never mind, never mind. Let's go to work. Home sweet home.
Gee, that gate looked funny up on top of the garage.
Didn't it? But I don't want you to get the wrong idea about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things are merely mischievous pranks. Others have a purpose behind them. Understand?
No.
Well, let's put it this way. Your daddy has never been a believer in a policy of appeasement.
Neither have I.
That's the way I like to hear you talk.
What does appeasement mean?
Well, when somebody strikes you, and you don't strike back, that's appeasement.
Well, how do you like that?
What?
I've been appeasing you and Mommy for years.
Well, off to bed with you, Snooks. After the gate episode, I don't think we're going to hear from Mr. Hopkins again tonight.
I want to stay up and see what else happens.
Rest your pretty little head.
My pretty little head?
Well, rest your little head. Nothing's going to happen next. Our friend Mr. Hopkins has shot his bolt. What was that? Did you hear something, Snooks?
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know. The window seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be the doctor. Go answer the door, Snooks.
All right. I can't answer the door, Daddy.
Well, why not?
There's no door to answer.
What? No door?
It's gone.
Dad does it. He wants trouble. All right. He'll get all he's looking for. I got it. Brilliant idea. Run into the kitchen, Snooks, and get some hamburger, a pail of water, and your mother's flat iron.
And what do you want with all that stuff in the
Don't
door?
ask questions. Just get them.
All right.
Now, before I pay a visit to Mr. Hopkins, I'm going to prepare a little reception for him in case he returns. First, this rope stretched across the front stoop and up over the trellis. Hurry up, Snooks.
I'm coming, Daddy.
And now another rope stretched this way.
Here you are, Daddy.
Oh, thanks, Snooks. Now I just put the flat iron up here, and a bucket of water goes up on this tape, up on this side. Get the feeling the ingenuity of it?
No.
Well, if an unexpected visitor, say Mr. Hopkins, walks across this side of the porch, he gets the flat iron on his noggin. On the other hand, if he trips the rope on this side, he gets a refreshing bath of aqua pura.
Well, who gets the hamburger?
In just 1 second, Snooks. I think this hamburger will interest some of the many dogs in our neighborhood. To arms, Snooks. The Higgins ride again.
Yeah, let's go to the dogs. Gee, Daddy, I bet we got 50 dogs following us.
stir. Yet, including the contrary baby Snooks, who didn't go for the fruity flavors of Jello brand gelatin dessert and the rich, mellow smoothness of Jello brand pudding. And
Mr. Announcer, excuse me, Mr. Announcer.
why, it's Mrs. Higgins, taking a break from baby Snooks. She's quite a handful, isn't she?
Well, yes and no. I can always give you 5 seconds of creamy, smooth Jello pudding. But speaking of rich and mellow, I had an idea for our show. I thought, in the interest of promoting the marvelous medium through which we all maneuver, that I might give singing that jingle a try.
Well, be my guest, Mrs. Higgins.
All right. Here goes. R-A-D-I-O. There's always room for radio.
Now, Mother, remember what I told you. There may be copyright issues. And I wish you wouldn't sing so loudly. You make my head hurt.
Oh, stuff and nonsense, Lancelot. You've been reading too many old issues of True Detective magazine.
Excuse me, ma'am. May I speak with you privately?
Who are you?
John Wirtz, Copyright Police. Now, if you'll just come with me.
Lancelot! Oh dear, what have I done?
I don't think your sponsor is going to like this 1 minute.
Officer, if I promise to sing its praises, would you care to join me for a bowl of rich, creamy Jello brand pudding?
Why, I'd be delighted. And why don't you let our announcer sing us off?
Jello. There's always room for Jello. And now, back to Halloween in the Higgins home. Mommy is on the phone.
Hello? What's that, Mrs. Hopkins? Oh, that doesn't sound possible. You mean you were sitting in your living room, minding your own business, and my husband threw a pound of raw hamburger in your face? Oh, really, Mrs. Hopkins? My husband wouldn't do a thing like that. Well, it's probably just another Halloween prank. I don't know what you're complaining about. You should see my house. Windows broken, front door gone, and then... Oh! Oh, good heavens, Mrs. Hopkins. I've got to hang up. A strange man just staggered in here and fell unconscious at my feet.
Hey, get me a doctor.
Who are you?
I'm a doctor. First doctor.
Oh, why, you poor man. What happened?
Somebody hit me with a flat iron.
Dear. Here comes my husband. Hello.
Oh, what's the trouble, dearest?
What happened, Mommy?
Oh, Lancelot, this poor man is the insurance doctor. Somebody hit him with a flat iron.
A flat iron? Shocking.
Oh, Daddy, that must have been the flat iron.
Snooks, run to the kitchen and get a glass of water for the doctor.
All right.
Oh, my head.
Okay, doctor. Up we go.
Oh.
On your feet.
Oh.
There. How do you feel now?
A little wobbly. Thanks. Well, I guess I'll be all right. Are you Mr. Higgins?
Yes. Would you prefer to skip the examination for tonight?
No. As long as I'm here today, I might as well get it over with. I'll go get my bag. It's out in the car.
Oh, fine. Oh, doctor, look out for the...
Oh!
Oh, that poor man. Lancelot, who put that water bucket up there?
Vandals.
Daddy!
Get out of the way, Snooks. I've got to drag the doctor back in. Oh, how do you feel, old man?
Oh, my head! What's going on here?
Oh, okay, here. Drink some water. Give me the glass of water, Snooks.
I
Didn't get it? I told you to bring a glass of water for the doctor. Why don't you get it?
didn't get any. Well, I was scared.
How would you be scared? There's nothing to be scared of.
Well, there's a horse in the kitchen.
A horse?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. What would a horse be doing in the kitchen?
Eating the curtains.
Stand back, everybody. Look out, Doctor. This horse is going to step on you.
Oh, the poor man. I do hope he carries insurance.
Look, he's gone. He's out the front door.
Are you all right, Doctor? Let me help you up.
Oh, what a howl! So, help me to my car. I want to go home.
Oh, sure, Doctor. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh,
Oh, he's out again.
Well, what hit him?
A rock. You just came through the window.
Oh, another one. And there's a note attached to it. What does it say?
It says, thanks for the dog. And here's a horse on you.
That low down dirty.
Lancelot, what is this all about? What's going on here tonight?
I'll explain it to you later, Vera. Meanwhile, there's work to be done. Come on, Snooks.
All right. What are we going to do this time, Daddy?
This time he gets the works. It's a little trick I learned in college called the sunken living room. It's fiendish in its simplicity. I merely climb a tree beside his house and drop the end of a garden hose down his chimney.
And turn it on?
You guessed it.
Snooks, where are you running to? I can't talk to you now, Phoebe. I gotta call the fire department. What for? My daddy's stuck, head first in Mr. Hopkins' chimney. He fell out of a tree. Well, what are you calling the fire department for? What to get him out? I don't think they'll come, Snooks, unless they're fat. Well, there's a fire, all right. Mr. Hopkins is building it in his fireplace. Hello? Oh, hello, Roger. How's your father feeling today? That's good. Oh, yeah, the doctor says my daddy will be all right in a couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as the stitches come out. What? Oh, I'd love to come over and go waiting in your living room. But I can't leave the house. No, my daddy won't let me. I don't understand him, but he says every time he lets me out of his sight, I get into trouble. Ain't daddies funny?
Well, Snooks has done it again. She's really wonderful, and we hope to be with us again next month when the Riverside Township Radio Players present The Life of Riley as he copes with daylight savings time in Change of Time, and Eve Arden will steal your heart as our Miss Brooks in The Burglar. And now this evening's talented cast as Baby Snooks, the one and only Donna Amesmeyer. And as her beleaguered poor father, whose plans went awry, Rob Krasnowski. Baby Snooks' mother was played by the inimitable Leslie Lee. Snooks' friend Phoebe and compatriot was played by Chris Martin. And Roger with the pumpkin candle on his head was portrayed by Tom Chimora. And of course, Roger's irate father was voiced by John Wirtz. And who could ever play the part of that poor doctor who seemed to get in the way of every trick that was played? And that was our own Tony Hanuska. I'm your announcer and musical director, John Gelsomino, and I also did a little extra duty by playing the Higgins' neighbor. A special thanks goes to Tom Lenz for providing our sound effects this evening, along with Ellie Babka. And Ellie Babka, who did both scripts, got them all out to our players in time for our rehearsals. And a special thanks goes to, as always, we are deeply indebted to our sound and video team of Mr. Ed Zeta and my son, John V. Gelsomino. Now, please join us next month, won't you? Mark your calendars. And that's the third Friday in November, correct? The third Friday in November, right here at this auditorium for our big Thanksgiving shows. And now, if Snooks will do me the honor, sing off, won't you, little pumpkin?